Alright, so here is our Harley Quinn challenge. Let's see if I can doodle Harley Quinn on the iPad. Or will it be Shrek like looking? Because I have a feeling this could turn out like that. So we will see. What I'm doing basically is just using shades, different types of layers of color, one on top of another. I really enjoy painting on the iPad like that, just using different shades of gray, of green or white, whatever. I just like to pile one on top of another because I feel like even though you're not painting with physical paint, it gives it that sense of depth and texture. Like if you just do a drawing like flat and just put like a couple layers. I like to put a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. Yes, that doesn't mean I'm crazy, of course not. And I know you cannot see it right now, but there were parts that unfortunately I didn't save because I didn't realize when you step away from your iPad, the software kind of turns itself off when you're not using it and stops recording. So when you go back about your business and start painting again where you left off, guess what? It's not recording. You have to press record again, and I didn't realize that. And I kept forgetting a couple times. So in case you see a jump here and there, that's what happened. So basically, I'm just doing some shading and just doing the basic lines, just having fun with it because it's all about having fun, right? And hopefully it won't look like Shrek because now I have a feeling it could look like Shrek, but we will see. Yeah, that looks familiar. Yeah, but not as Harley Quinn. Anyhow, so what I'm doing right now is just doing shading, and what I like to do is like say if I'm gonna use a ivory or a cream color, whatever, I'm gonna use the same color in different kinds of opacity because you can do that on your iPad. And when you do one on top of another, I really like how the effect that creates. It creates a nice kind of highlights and shadows effect sometimes, and others it just gives it a little bit more of a dimension, or both actually when you think about it. So, and I'm doing the background right now because when it's a white kind of background, it kind of freaks me out. I feel like it's kind of staring at me, that white piece of paper, even if it's virtual on the iPad, and like, oh, I don't know why, it just gives me the EVGVs and I don't like it. So that's why I painted like some abrupt kind of green color super fast because I don't like to see the white staring at me. I know it doesn't make sense, but to me it does. So I am applying different kinds of yellowish gray, which is a color I like to use a lot for shadowing, especially on an iPad drawing doodle. And I would call this more a painting than a drawing, right? Because it's kind of like just smashing that paint, that virtual paint that you don't see, and it's more of a painting type of thing more than drawing, I would say. And right now I'm just working the little highlights of color, darker shades, and applying a little bit more of a dark gray, and now the highlights, as you can see. And oops, I didn't realize before my layer that I was working on was set on not 100% opacity. See, the image just has more of a vivid tint and color, and it's because I haven't used this application in over like 6-7 years, and I kind of forgot how to do it, to be honest. So that's what happened. And right now I'm just doing a little shading in the darker colors, and I'm gonna do some highlights and just play with it and see what her face looks like once you pile them all together. And I'm just kind of redoing lines that you might see that I have already done, and you're like, why are you doing things that you already did? I don't know, I just like to pile things up, like I said, and sometimes it just changed my mind. I said doodle. Like I just don't like it how it looks. That's so common. If you draw on your iPad, it's so easy because you're not using real paint. So it's like, oh, let's go crazy. I'm the king of the or the queen of the painting here, and I can use as much paint as I want. So I just go insane. So here we go, doing some details. Doodle, doodle, doodle. And I like to say that this is funner than I thought it was gonna be. I forgot how awesome it is to just draw on an iPad. And what you see right now, I did in another layer some highlights and dark shades and some, shadows. And I'm gonna merge the two layers together just to give it, there we go, you will see it, more of a dimension. And this is kind of what it looks like once they're merged. Because I felt the other one had a little bit of a flat sense, the previous, so that's why I added that layer you saw. And here we go, this is going to be our finished doodle pretty soon. Just finishing a couple things here and there, and just some tiny details. Yeah, this was the shades I was doing on the eyebrows and the eyelashes and the eye. That unfortunately I didn't record with my iPad, but now you have a chance to see sort of what I was doing, which is using a very see-through layer of paint. And I was just drawing like that because I think for tiny details like eyes, I just like to zoom in. As you can see, it's a huge eye, right? It's like the size of my iPad, but I just zoom in to give it that detail doodling there. And almost done. And you saw some highlights before that pop out. That was my layer that I showed you before with the highlights and the shadows. So I was just adjusting something, and here we go, more highlights because I felt like her face looks a little bit too dark. So a little bit more color, and pretty much done. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys like this painting and what you think. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Oh yes, don't forget to subscribe.